यमुनातीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Jai Prabhupada. श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की, श्री प्रहलाद नरसिंहदेव भगवान की, निताई गौर सुंदर की जय, पतित पावन श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवति उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। Starting from Granth Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10. Okay. We read the chapter 14, Brahma's prayer to Lord Krishna. 10.14. Lord Brahma's prayer. Granth Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Patit Pawan Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Summary. This chapter describes the prayers Brahma offered to Lord Krishna, who is also known as Nanda Nandana. For his satisfaction, Brahma first praised the beauty of the Lord's transcendental limbs, and then declared that his original identity of sweetness is even more difficult to comprehend than his opulence. Only by the devotional process of hearing and chanting transcendental sounds received from Vedic authorities can one realize the personality of Godhead. It is fruitless to try to realize God through process outside the scope of Vedic authority. The mystery of the personality of Godhead, who is the reservoir of all unlimited spiritual qualities, is inconceivable. It is even more difficult to understand than the impersonal Supreme. Thus, only by the mercy of God can one understand His glories. Finally realizing this, Brahma repeatedly condemned his own actions and recognized that Lord Sri Krishna, the ultimate shelter of the universe, is Brahma's own father, the original Narayana. In this way, Brahma beg the Lord's forgiveness. Brahma then glorified the inconceivable opulence of the personality of Godhead and described the ways in which Brahma and Shiva differ from Lord Vishnu. The reason for the Supreme Lord's appearance in various species of demigods, animals, and so on. The eternal nature of the pastimes of the personality of Godhead and the temporarity of the material world. By knowing the Supreme Personality in truth, the individual spirit soul can achieve liberation from bondage. In actuality, however, both liberation and bondage are unreal. For it's only from the living entity's conditioned outlook that his bondage and liberation are produced. Thinking the personal form of the Lord Krishna illusory, fools reject his lotus feet and look elsewhere to find the Supreme Self. But the futility of this search is the obvious proof of their foolishness. There is simply no way to understand the truth of the personality of Godhead without His mercy. Having established this conclusion, Lord Brahma analyzed the great good fortune of the residents of Braja and then personally prayed to be born there even as a blade of grass, a bush, or a creeper. Indeed, the homes of the residents of Vrindavan are not prisons of material existence, but rather abodes envied even by jnanis and yogis. On the other hand, any home without a connection to Lord Krishna is in fact prison cell of material existence. Finally, Brahma offered his whole self at the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord and praising him again and again, circumambulated him and took his leave. Lord Krishna then gathered the animals Brahma stole and led them to place on the Yamuna's bank where the cowherd boys had been taking lunch. The same friends who had been present before were sitting there now. By the power of Krishna's illusory energy, they were not at all aware of what had happened. Thus, when Krishna arrived with the calves, the boys told him, "You have returned so quickly, very good. As long as you were gone, we could not take even a morsel of food, so come and eat." Laughing at the words of cowherd boys, Lord Krishna began taking his meal in their company. While eating, Krishna pointed out to his young friends the skin of python, and the boys thought, "Krishna has just now killed this terrible snake." Indeed, later they related to the residents of Vrindavan the incidents of Krishna's killing the Agha demon. In this way, the cowherd boys described pastimes that Lord Krishna had performed in his Balya age 1 to 5, even though his Pagonda age 6 to 10 had begun. Sukadeva Goswami concludes this chapter by explaining how the gopis loved Krishna even more than they loved their own sons. Text 1. Sri Brahmo Vacha Naumadiyate Abhra Vapuse Tadida Ambaraya Gunja Vatamsa Paripicha Lasan Mukhaya Vanya Shrije Kevala Vetra Visana Venu Lakshma Shriye Midu Pade Pasu Pangajaya. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Lord Brahma said, "My dear Lord, you are only the worshipable Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And therefore I offer my humble obeisances and prayers just to please you. O son of the king of the cowherds, your transcendental body is dark blue like a new cloud. Your garment is brilliant like lightning, and the beauty of your face is enhanced by your gunja earrings, and the peacock feathers on your head, wearing garlands of various forest flowers and leaves, and equipped with a herding stick, a buffalo horn, and flute. You stand beautifully with the morsel of food in your hand. In the previous chapter, Brahma, the creator of the universe, tried to bewilder the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna, by stealing his cowherd boyfriends and calves, but by a slight exhibition of Krishna's own mystic potency, Brahma himself was completely bewildered. And now, with great humility and devotion, he offers his humble obeisances and prayers unto the Lord. The word kaval in this verse refers to a morsel of rice mixed with yogurt that Krishna held in his left hand. According to Sanatana Goswami, the Lord held a cowherding stick and a buffalo horn placed under his left arm, and his flute was placed under his belt. Beautiful young Krishna, decorated with multicolored forest minerals, exhibited opulence far greater than those of Vaikuntha. Although Brahma had seen innumerable four-armed form of Lord, he now surrendered unto the lotus feet of the two-armed form of Krishna, who appeared as the son of Nanda Maharaja. Brahma offered his prayers to that form. My dear Lord, neither I nor anyone else can estimate the potency of this transcendental body of yours, which has shown such mercy to me, and which appears just to fulfill the desires of your pure devotees. Although my mind is completely withdrawn from material affairs, I cannot understand your personal form. How then could I possibly understand the happiness you experience within yourself? Purport. In Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, chapter 14, Srila Prabhupada explains that in the present verse, Lord expressed the following prayerful sentiments. Your appearance as a cowherd child is for benefit of the devotees. Your appearance as a cowherd child is for the benefit of the devotees, and although I have committed offense at your lotus feet by stealing away your cows and boys and calves, I can understand that you are now showing me your mercy. That is your transcendental quality. You are very affectionate towards your devotees. Yet, in spite of your affection for me, I cannot estimate the potency of your bodily activities. It is to be understood that when I, Lord Brahma, the Supreme Personality of this universe, cannot estimate the childlike body of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then what to speak of others? And if I cannot estimate the spiritual potency of your childlike body, then what can I understand about your transcendental pastimes? Therefore, as it is said in the Bhagavad Gita, anyone who can understand a little of the transcendental pastimes, appearance and disappearance of the Lord immediately becomes eligible to enter the kingdom of God after quitting the material body. This statement is confirmed in the Vedas and is stated simply by understanding the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one can overcome the chain of repeated birth and death. I therefore recommend that people should not try to understand you by their speculative knowledge. When Brahma disrespected the supreme status of the personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna first bewildered him by exhibiting the Lord's own transcendental power. Then, having humbled his devotee Brahma, Krishna gave him his personal audience. According to the Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Lord Krishna's transcendental body can also function through the agency of his plenary expansions called Vishnu Tattva. As stated by Brahma himself in Brahma Samhita, Angani yasya sakalendriya vittimanti. This verse indicates not only that the Lord can perform any bodily functions with any of his limbs, but also that he can see through the eyes of his Vishnu expansions, or indeed through the eyes of any living entity. And similarly, that he can hear through the ears of any Vishnu or Jiva expansion. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur points out that although the Lord can perform any function with any one of his senses, In his transcendental pastimes as Sri Krishna, he generally sees with his eyes, touches with his hands, hears with his ears, and so on. Thus, he behaves like the most beautiful and charming young cowherd boy. The Vedic knowledge expands from Lord Brahma, who is described in the first verse of Srimad Bhagavatham as Adi Kavi, the primeval Vedic scholar. Yet Brahma could not understand the transcendental body of Lord Krishna because it is beyond the reach of ordinary Vedic knowledge. Among all the transcendental forms of the Lord, the 200 forms of Govinda, Krishna is the original and supreme. Thus Lord Govinda's pastimes of stealing butter, drinking the gopis' breast milk, tending the calves, playing his flute, and playing childhood sports are extraordinary even in the comparison with the activities of Lord's Vishnu expansions. Om Tat Sat. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Mukham Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langyayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Bande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanyam Ishwaram. So we are trying to get inside the mood and feelings to celebrate Krishna Janmashtami, and we are hearing Krishna's pastimes from 10th canto. So Krishna's pastimes says very infectious. Just by hearing, we get attracted towards that. Like how Rukmani Devi, she heard when she was a young girl, she heard so many saints will come to the court of her father, and then they will be singing about the glories of Dwarkadhish. Just by repeatedly hearing from many people, she has developed so much of attraction for him that she decided in her mind, no one else but Krishna is my husband. And then we see that how when Rukmi tried to get her married through Sisupal, she completely revolted, and she wrote a letter and sent to Krishna, called Krishna and said, if you not come on time, I will commit suicide. She was preparing to commit suicide also. So she just completely surrendered. How? Just by hearing. Then another example we see that Brahman Patnis, the wives of Brahmanas, staying in the border of Mathura and Vrindavan. So Vrajavasis, especially gopis, they will carry butter. They will carry butter, ghee, curd, all these things. They will try to go and sell it. So they will go little longer distance near the city because city people will need this. So they go and in their lifestyle, whatever they will do, they cannot stop speaking about Krishna. They simply keep repeating all the pastimes of the Lord and all their experiences with Krishna, all whatever they've heard from their children, whatever they have seen, they're completely absorbed. Naturally, they're completely absorbed with lot of love and affection, feelings for Krishna. They will just keep on saying this. And whomever they meet, and this Brahman Patnis, because they have to perform yajnas and all these things, their husband were smart Brahmanas, so they do lot of rituals, so they need so much of butter, ghee, all these things. So they used to collect from them, and they became so absorbed in hearing from them that they will be simply waiting when these people will come and sell the butter and tell Krishna's pastimes. But just by hearing from the gopis, what will happen to all the Brahman Patnis. As Rukmani Devi, she heard from some sages are coming to the court about Krishna. Now here they are hearing directly from the gopis. And that too regularly. What will happen to them? Actually, it means they are completely lost. They were just simply doing their household duties. Physically they were doing, but mind was on somewhere else. They simply just sit down and then think about Krishna and feel the same separation what gopis are feeling. And they were simply waiting for Krishna. When their great fortune will come, they will be able to meet Krishna. And their separation was growing every day, more and more. It was become so much so that Krishna himself decided, now I have to go. Then they decided that next day, we have nearby only we have gone. We should go little more and see. There may be a more good grass for cows. And then this way they decided next day we will go that place. And then all the Gopas, they said, they agreed with great joy. Oh yes, we'll go there. And Gopas, and they have already planned that they will go little far. So they are preparing themselves, because they have to go little far, they should start early. When they have to start early, means they have to wake up early. So this, like this, they are so much of absorbed in going with Krishna, that they have to get up early. The whole night they are not sleeping. They are thinking, oh, morning has come. Krishna may leave me and go, because it's going to start this irregular timing. It's going little early. We have to start little early. So in middle of night they come and they start shouting, we are ready, let us go. Like that. Somehow or other, they started that day early. And since they started early, they not had proper food. And they were very hungry also. And we see that that's how the whole pastimes happened. The point was that Krishna has decided that he will go and give his audience to the Brahmar Patnis. So just by hearing Sri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani ki jai, Santai Gaur Sundar ki jai, just by hearing, they became so much deeply absorbed. Just on the gopis, they are feeling so much of separation, and Krishna is coming and giving association. So Krishna's pastimes are so powerful. So therefore we are reading Krishna's pastimes, so that we can also prepare the similar mood by hearing about Krishna's pastimes, and we feel the presence of Lord, and we try to celebrate Janmashtami more feelingly. So this is the purpose. So now we heard about Lord Brahma, how he got bewildered. The whole thing is narrated, is actually it starts with killing of Aghasura. This mentioned killing of Aghasura is the region this pastime happened. Aghasura was such a fiery demon that all the devas even they feared from him. He was brother of Bakasura and Putna, Baki, the third brother of Aghasura, and he came with full of feeling of revenge. With full feeling of revenge he came. Why? Because Krishna has killed their very dear brother and sister. He has killed them. Actually, he just wanted to kill Krishna. That was his purpose. And then he devised a plan that not only Krishna, all the Brajavasis I will kill. Because Krishna has killed my brother and sister, who were everything to me. So I'll also kill everybody. So he thought, let me start with these boys. If these Gopas, actually I kill them, then Krishna will also be killed. And All householders, they are very attached to their children. They cannot survive if their children are not there. They will also die automatically. They will die. Anyway, Krishna is life and soul. If Krishna is not there, everybody will die. So with great plan he came, with full of revenge. This is so nicely described that he expanded his body 8 miles. And the Gopas actually, they are very intelligent. Though he is sitting disguised, but they identified. This is not some normal thing. It's a big serpent. Big serpent standing in front of us and going to swallow us. They already understood. It's mentioned that even Devas, they were very much afraid of Aghasura. In many situations, they had just escaped. They just ran away from fighting with Aghasura. It was very, very powerful demon. Those Devas who drink nectar, they become doubtful whether their nectar will work or not. And they were trying to save their life from Aghasura. That was the situation. But here on the other side in Braja, we see the Aghasura opened his mouth, and all the Krishna's friend Gopas, they will simply walk inside, and no fear at all. No fear of at all any death or anything. They're just watching at Krishna's face. Krishna is there, they're just walking inside. All of them went. All of them seeing Krishna, and then they're going inside. There's no fear. They just want to go and he has opened his mouth, let us go inside and see. So, how the devotees, they become fearless. They become fearless because so much attraction for Krishna. And they no, Krishna is protecting me. Who can do any loss to me? Rakhe Krishna, mare Krishna rakhe ke. So if Krishna wants to kill, who can protect? And Krishna protecting, who can kill me? No fear at all. Completely fearless. And Krishna seeing that all my friends have gone inside, then he became very restless. And he also went inside. And then after that, we know how he killed. So this pastime happened, and after that they washed their hand and feet, and then took bath in Yamuna, and they all felt very hungry. And they came and sat down to take lunch. And that time Brahma and all very got bewildered. Who is this boy? Because the news reached everywhere. Who is this boy? Who is this boy who's killed Aghasura? So far they were thinking Krishna as some extraordinary person, small child. But now after this Brahma became doubtful. Maybe he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Earlier he was not thinking Krishna, because he was not understanding Krishna as the same Supreme Personality of Godhead. But now after killing of Aghasura, he became doubtful that he may be the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And because he got this doubt, he wanted to clarify whether he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And then he devised this with his mystic potency. And then it turned out something else. He wanted to bewilder Krishna, and he himself was so much bewildered, got so much bewildered, that he does not know where he is standing, what he is doing. His head started reeling, and he was not able to stand. What is happening? And become very shocked, very afraid. That was the Brahma's situation. Completely shocked and very afraid. It's like sometime when we are traveling, suddenly something, some accident is going to happen. We become very shocked. We will exclaim, loudly will shout. Or we may not be able to speak anything, become speechless. Because we are seeing something is going to happen like that. Like accident, and we just want to say something, we are not able to say. Like that, Brahma was completely bewildered. Completely got bewildered. seeing this Krishna manifested his little opulence. Mentioned that what Brahma is the supreme person in this universe, has made all the creation. So all Astasiddhis, everything he knows. Everything is there. Nothing is, his opulence itself is inconceivable. So with all his mystic potency, he is feeling it is not even like a light worm in the daylight of Krishna's opulence. Krishna's like sun-like opulence of Krishna is not even a light worm. Completely he was just bewildered. Then by mercy Krishna actually winded up his mystical pastimes, and he again appeared in front of Lord Brahma. Seeing this, Brahma even got more bewildered. So he is seeing that no, it is very difficult to understand impersonal Brahma Jyoti itself, and actually it is much more difficult to understand your personal form. It is, we seeing the form of the Lord. Brahma is seeing this is very, very mystical. To apprehend this form of the Lord, how the Lord is present in this form, two-handed form. So completely he's already seen the Vishnu Murtis, but he got much more attracted by seeing the personal beauty of the Lord. So what he is doing, Lord Brahma, if he sees something wonderful, will immediately acknowledge. It's all very genuinely he is praying. So he is immediately captivated by the beauty of the Lord, and immediately he's narrating. Oh, you are like this. He's trying to glorify the beauty of the Lord, but more he is trying to glorify, more he is understanding that it is much more mystical than what he can actually absorb through his senses. Whatever little he is able to absorb, he is trying to glorify. It's not that he is the Lord is this much beautiful only. Actually saying that I'm not able to assimilate the whole of fullness of your beauty. Just little bit. It is so mystical. I cannot understand. But whatever little he is understanding is trying to glorify. And that itself we are not able to imagine. How the Lord is most beautiful. So seeing that how is the fortune of people of Braja, that they are always with the Lord and having so much intimate relationship with Him. So we see that all the prayers, is mentioned that how the prayers of Lord Brahma, he will prayers means, Prabhupada is writing that how can we pray? If we have to pray, we need to know our position, and then we need to understand the position of whom we are praying. That has to be understood. Then only that prayers will be genuine. So in his prayers, Brahma is trying to, in his natural sequence, is trying to present that what is the position of all of us Devas. What is my position? What is Lord Brahma's position? What is Lord Durga's position? Goddess Durga's position, like that. And then he's telling what is the position of the Supreme Lord. We see in the Brahma Samhita it comes that Karana Navajale Bastisma Yoga, that they are all yes, Kala, just part and part of the Lord's plenary extensions. Then he's trying to create that platform for himself, and trying to glorify the Supreme Lord, which is feeling that it is completely impossible. First of all, is the Lord's Brahma Jyoti itself is to understand is impossible, and to glorify the Supreme Lord's personal beauty is completely. And then what to speak about his pastimes, his Leela. The form of the Lord itself, the personality of the Lord itself is mystical, and it is actually is much more deeper. So we can actually hear the pastimes of the Lord, and we can actually rejoice that. But it's not possible for us to get the whole understanding of Krishna's pastimes. Therefore Krishna janma karma cha me divyam yo veti tattvataha tyaktva deham punar janma naiti mameti swajana. One who understands the appearance, disappearance, activities of the Lord, he will go back to Krishna. Go back to it. It's not mundane, it is not in three modes. The Vedas are not able to describe. The Lord Brahma himself is a personified Veda. He is not able to describe this. I am not able to understand what to say about describing this. So, but how we can know? By hearing from pure devotees of the Lord, because Krishna reveals to them about his activities. So when we hear from them, we can know. If we hear from someone who has made an imagination of the pastimes of the Lord, no, that won't work. Therefore, Prabhupada is writing, we should be very careful not to hear someone's imagination and fantasy. We have to hear from the authority, from the Vedic authority, from the pure devotees. When we hear from them, actually, because this is revealed to them, it will reflect to us. Then actually we will be able to purify ourselves and get that benefit. That janma karma cha me divyam yo veti tattvata. So we'll understand the factually, or we will know that factually, and we'll get that benefit of having a Krishna consciousness. Srimad Bhagavatham ki jai, Patit Panch Prabhupada ki jai.